Death is a natural part of life. Rejoice for those around you who transform into the Force. Mourn them, do not. Miss them, do not.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Fully Ops video. There's no better way of summing up my feelings of the news we got today than that quote from none other than Yoda. Yeah, it's a sad one in a way today. The 10th of January 2018, we got the news that a lot of people had kind of already figured for Star Wars: The Living Card Game. It's been officially announced that Promise of Power, the closing pack from the latest cycle, will be the last for Star Wars: The Living Card Game. Officially, to quote, just so I make sure I get this right, in addition to being the final Force pack of the Alliance's cycle, Promise of Power marks the completion of Star Wars: The Card Game. So that's a good word that Fantasy Flight have chosen to use their completion. They go on to say that we've taken through the battles of Hoth, the pilots of Rogue Squadron, the battles on Endor. And now the opposition and alliances from some of the new canon with people like Ezra and Thrawn and co. So, yeah, it's a bittersweet day for me. I just wanted to make this video more as a benchmark, really. I've not been around in the LCG scene, certainly making videos for a while. But it felt this one needed it. If only as a nod to the great community that FFG, this card game, and everyone banding together has built. It's a tough one for me. I don't want to dwell on it too long, but this game brought me to FFG, so I have a lot to be thankful for the designers and a lot of the community that are still here. I've made great friends with this game. I've had amazing memories of crushing lows and soaring highs. And I've got nothing but great memories, and I'm truly thankful that I got a chance to play this game and meet all of you. But it's not the end. FFG have it's an emotional one. You're probably gathering that for me. I don't want to waffle on too long because it is what it is. The game will have its final World Championships this May 2018. Probably the Star Wars weekend, May the 4th, again. So I hope to see a lot of you there. There's been no mention of whether there'll be any other kind of trickle of support, whether it gets Store Championships. Obviously it won't lead up to a World Championships, but I know we had our European Championships announced for 2018 and Nationals here in the UK, and they are after Worlds, so Worlds won't be the end, I don't think. There'll be other official tournaments to close out 2018, and something to take from this is that the community is already rallying to make sure that we stay together. We have a great friendship and some great bonds here in this community. So I'm sure there'll be things to keep you coming back and playing. As if the game wasn't good enough to do that by itself, the community will make sure that there's plenty going on if you want to keep playing this game. I know, for example, there's a great tournament being organised by Leopold and the crew over in Poland. So that's just one of many examples of the community pulling together. So I'm sure I'll see you around, but yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Without dwelling on that too much, let's focus on the future. As I say, there's a bunch of tournaments that I know will come forward, but I'm happy to announce now it seems like the best time to do it. those of you coming to Worlds, that I will be hosting a fully operational tournament, yet to be named. But I have been working on a deluxe cycle expansion, a big box, effectively, for something for all the factions. Just to fill in the gaps for some of the bits that I think either iconic moments from the movies that we missed, or some of the new stuff that's come out from the latest Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, that just didn't quite make it because of the time scales involved. So there will be a tournament, fan run at Worlds for anyone who's coming. You will get a full playset of the deluxe, whatever I end up calling it. And I just wanted to spoil a few bits here for you, just to whet the appetite and just give you a taste of the kind of things that the community will be doing to keep this game and the awesome players together as a brotherhood. So without further ado, here is a cheeky look at, and I couldn't name it much better, I Say We Fight. It's a Rebel Alliance pod. The objective is a 5-1, and this is a great act from Rogue One that I thought we should be capturing in the Star Wars card game. It's the capital ship assault on Scarif. So the objective is a 5-1. Whilst this objective is undamaged, you may play capital ships from your discard pile as if they are in your hand. Yeah, capital ships. They've only really been a thing on the fringes of competitive play with Yoda in, obviously, because Yoda's ridiculous. So this was my attempt to capture some fluff from the Rogue One amazing capital ship battles that we saw, and also fill the gaps of capital ship Rebel Alliance play. The main unit in the pod is Profundity, which is Admiral Radis's ship, if you didn't know. It's a beast of a ship. No holes barred on this one. It's a 5-cost, 4-health, elite capital ship with an amazing spread of icons. It does need to win edge to get full value, but and that's maybe where the Rebellion will struggle to get full mileage out of this baby. But it's elite, and it has protect capital ship, so it will really form the linchpin of Rebel capital ship play. The Tantive 4 is again an iconic moment that ends Rogue One and starts off the original trilogy. So this, I hope to capture the Rogue One style Tantive 4 of it being an escape vessel. It's a 2-cost, 2-health capital ship with a gun and a bomb. So nothing amazingly special there, but it does have an action. You can play this unit from your hand. So you can play this at instant speed and drop it in when you need a defender, or when your opponent thinks you're out of attackers. This one can come out of nowhere and drop out of the docking bay of Profundity and ruin someone's day. Next up, we've got Admiral Radis. He's a unit pilot, so you can play him as both a unit and an attachment. He's one of my favourite characters from Rogue One. It's a 3-cost unit, unique, with a tactics and a white bomb. He also generates a resource, and he's got 2 health, so he's a little bit squishy, a bit like Leia. But he's character leader, so he turns on a lot of the leader keyword shenanigans that Rebels can play with. But if you want to play him as a pilot, he'll cost you 2 resources. He'll be an enhancement, obviously, at that point, and he'll lose his combat icons. But he'll keep his resource, and he has enhanced vehicle gains shielding. If enhanced vehicle is a capital ship, which it probably will be, it also gains edge 1. So he's going to help those Rebel ships cruise to victory as he commands them from the command deck there. So hopefully it'll help you win some edge battles. The next one, I love the artwork that I found on this one. It's a 2-cost Rebel event. Call up a Corvette. Action. Search your deck or discard pile for a capital ship with printed cost 3 or lower and put it into play. You may choose to have it enter as a participating unit on your side. So if you play that during an engagement, it can be a surprise attacker or defender. But we've also made sure in testing that we put a limit on the kind of things that can bring into play. So it's not going to be bringing in your huge Corvettes that can blockade run. It's not going to be bringing in Home One, anything like that. But the smaller couple of icons, nothing fancy ships. Radis can call those up to duty if he feels fit. And then just quickly rounding out the pod, felt kind of thematic for what Radis was trying to do at the end of Rogue One. He was there in a supporting role to make sure the team on the ground could get the job done. So supporting fire rounds the set out. And obviously that'll help you as a Rebel player try and win some of those edge battles as well. So yeah, that's just a bit of a taste of some of the stuff that's been designed for this deluxe expansion that we're going to release. Some of the other things you can expect that a lot of you mentioned over the past few months. I can't believe we've not had a card for that scene in the film or for that quote. So some of the other things that we've got in the pipeline that are coming out, there's Hidden on Jakku. We've got Rey acting as a Jedi pod. She's going to be doing some fun stuff as a scavenger with enhancements. We've got Children of Corellia, just bringing in some more extended universe people for people like Corran Horn and his kind of Jedi background in the old canon. I don't know if you remember that. We've got Unlikely Alliance, another Rebel pod, which brings in the bromance between Callus and Zeb, Gara Zeb Aurelius, one of my favourite characters ever. Who else do we have? We've got Bodhi in Rogue One for the smugglers. We've got the Defense of Scarif for the Empire, and a few extra walkers to help flesh out the Hoth AT-AT theme, and some new and surprising versions of some of the bounty hunters as well to round come out. So people like Bosk and the Houndstooth. So there's plenty here for the community to still go at. I know that the New York crew are going to be releasing some stuff. Tyler was working on a deluxe expansion before he joined FFG. Spoiler. So we do have friends on the inside now. I don't know if he's allowed to release that anymore now that he works there. But yeah, there's good things on the horizon. The game, whilst officially it won't be supported, we'll see you around. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. I've loved every minute of the past 5-ish years playing this game, and I'm amazingly thankful to call you all brothers, sisters, friends. So thank you to you all. Thank you, FFG, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.